Everybody, it's Lynn from LynzCraftzDesignz. This is it's a Prima mold, the wings and bones. I know y'all have seen it way too much lately. This is a spike or a crystal or whatever you want to call it out of my maybe someday boxes. Okay. It's like a banded agate, a faux banded agate with some star glitter and some holographic silver glitter. It's a tiny little piece of black polymer clay, and then we're gonna use the smaller skull out of this wings and bones in a minute. I'm going to take this tiny little bit of clay and I'm going to roll it down pretty thin. Like that. Then this is gonna be the front, mainly because it's got the most stars. Alright, I'm gonna start that where it will hide underneath there. And I'm just going to wrap it like we would if we were wrapping it with wire. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to kind of flatten it out to the crystal. Okay, keeping in mind this is going to be the front. And I'm going to bake that just like that. Okay. I wish that was going to be the front because that's the prettier side, but it is what it is. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. And I'm going to bake this just like this, 275, and I'm just going to do it for 30 minutes. Okay. I've decided to use this tiny little bird skull up here. I think. I just pinched off a tiny little bit, which is probably way too much. I don't know how well this is going to work. Even though this polymer clay is really soft, that bird skull is pretty deep. Just a minute, buddy. I'm pushing the clay down in the mold and then using my thumb to scrape the excess polymer clay off. Just like I would if it was paper clay. I can get the clay to quit sticking to my fingers. Alright. Best I'm gonna get, I guess. Okay. Let's see what we got. If I can even get it out. Hey, it did pretty good actually. Sorry, the mirror tiles were just right on top. Okay, now I'm just going to take my ball tool to kind of open this eye socket back up a little bit. And my craft knife to kind of clean up the edges a bit. Okay, now I'm actually gonna go ahead and bake this, just because it is so fragile. Okay, so I'm gonna bake that 275, and it should only take, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. Alright. Okay, I did a few bones and another little bitty skull from the Wings and Bones mold. These two of these little bitty bones, two of these little bitty bones, and that skull. Okay, now got this little bit of polymer clay here. It's really not in any particular shape, or it's kind of a long pyramid, just enough to fit on the top. Okay, but something that we can glue these skulls to. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a slit. Okay. Take this jump ring. This is I don't know what size jump ring it is. I always say that and I never know. It is, looks like an 8. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of liquid Sculpey, Bacon Bond, whatever you're using, on my fingers and on the opening. And I'm going to let that drain down into the hole a little bit, away from my fingers. Then I'm just going to take, this is just a metal knitting needle, just because of its firmness. That's why I'm using it instead of like a silicone tool. Okay, I just put 3 indentations across that opening to kind of close it together. You can smooth that out or whatever you want to do. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing with this liquid Sculpey, Bacon Bond, whatever you want to use. I'm just trying to use up this liquid Sculpey. And I'm going to put 1 and 2 together. And when I say put them together, I mean put them together. Don't just count on the liquid Sculpey, Bacon Bond, whatever, to hold it together. Okay, remember, all of this will be hidden behind the skulls. Okay, now we're going to take, this is the front, so I'm going to take the larger bones in a crisscross like that, but of course one of them I'll have to cut it in half. So again with the liquid Sculpey, just because the bones are already baked. And again, we're not going to count on that liquid Sculpey to hold the bones on there. We're going to not turn them on their sides. Alright. Now the other one, we're going to cut it in half. And when I say cut it in half, we're going to cut out a little bit to account for that other bone. A little more liquid Sculpey. Come on. The bones are going to be facing different directions. That's alright. like that. Alright. Now we're not going to put the skulls on yet. We're going to leave this to set for a few minutes. That liquid Sculpey will kind of absorb into the polymer clay a little bit. It will help that unbaked kind of seat itself. I'm just going to let this set a minute. Okay, on this set of bones, I did go ahead and glue them together just with some Aleene's tacky glue, just to give them a little bit more stability and help hold them together. Alright, that is all we're going to do for now. We're going to bake this 275 for 30 minutes and probably an hour. I did do a little bit of scroll work on the sides of that just in case they show a little bit, so they'll have a little bit of detail. Okay, that's all we're going to do. I'm going to bake this and then we'll be back. Okay, now before we put the skulls on, we're going to put some of this silver, old silver metallic wax. Just because I figure it's the only time we can get it on there without getting it on the skulls. Now, of course, it's going to get on the bones a little bit. Hopefully, though, we can cover that up. I'm trying really hard not to get it on the crystal or whatever you want to call it itself. Okay, that's all I'm going to be able to do with my finger anyway. Now, somewhere, hold please, this makeup applicator. See what we can do with that. Ooh. Not much, evidently. I don't know. Might actually do what I'm wanting. Yeah. Yeah, this is working out really well. Alright, that actually did pretty darn good. Alright. You can help me get the lids back on it, might help. Alright, then we've got the old white. Old silver to old white. Now, like I said before, this old white is a lot softer. Okay, and because I'm still waiting on my glue to arrive, I got half my delivery from Temu in literally like 2 days, and the other part I'm still waiting. Not that I'm still waiting on it like it's been a while, but still waiting on it anyway. It's only been like 4 days since I ordered it. Okay, again with the white. Does definitely work better with my finger. Alright, now I'm going to give this 2 different coats of sealer. I'm going to put a clear gloss sealer, the Rust-Oleum water-based gloss sealer, on the silver, and then I'm going to put the Golden's polymer varnish on the white, which is a matte. Alright, and then we'll be back. Okay, now this was one of those misshapen pinch bales that I took my pliers, and the part that was misshapen was the pinch part, and it just wasn't folded together properly. So I took my pliers and refolded it and made it usable. Love it when that happens. Alright, there we go. Another Halloween special. I actually kind of like it. I actually do like it. This is from the the Watcher collection. The spike is, the crystal is kind of an astronomy kind of themed. I really like it. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching. This was a fun one. I like doing these maybe someday box ones. I'm gonna get them out and show. These were also from the Maybe Someday boxes. I had the crystals and the glass beads, and I just used polymer clay and some swelligant and went to town. So there's the orange one. This one is kind of Greek inspired. The green one, kind of dusty. It's a green crystal. The crystals, by the way, are resin. That's a faux cat's eye, just a glass with a Greek key design. Little swelligant. This is the swelligant brass with the green gold verdigris, and this one was the bronze with the green gold verdigris and the sky blue. And then there's this one, which kind of goes along with that theme. It's a red glitter crystal. This is one of those, no, this one was from a recycled broken jewelry. And this was the silver swelligant with the darkening patina with some of the red dioxides. I love this one. It's really, really nice. Alright. Maybe Someday boxes. I love doing these. These are so fun. Now, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like everybody's video you watch. The pinch bells are just from Temu. They're actually Panda Haul pinch bells. This is 2 packages together. That's it. That's the only purchased, other than the wings and bones mold. Like I said, this may still be available. You can check. I'll leave a link below if I can find one. I believe this came from Amazon, but I'm not sure. It may have been from Etsy, but I don't normally buy from Etsy, so possibly Amazon. And those were just broken pieces of jewelry, and the crystal is a crystal that I made from a crystal. And that's about it. Alright. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like everybody's video you watch. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.